Alright, welcome back to my stream. This is going to be a continuation of my Bloodborne stream that I did a few days ago. I'm going to be taking you guys through the first few bosses of the game. This is a specific kind of path that I usually do on new playthroughs. Once again, it is just because I played the game a lot, but this game has been out for years. So if you want a easy-ass way to take it, then feel free to follow this guide. Still gonna be, you have to earn it all the way up to there, but if you can get to there, I feel like you've earned it, Yeah, without further ado, let us continue. Alright, on our path today, we will be continuing forward. You've seen this one before, but let's go ahead and take care of it. We have our preferred weapon. So now, just gotta kill a few bosses. And up here. Four, 4. If you notice me doing that weird counting, it is genuinely just because I have found that the easiest way for me to play Souls, most of them follow this rule. I follow it by like 3-4 timing. You attack every 3, give someone their turn every 3, move on the 4th, that kind of shit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, he violated that shit very easily. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes, but it's a good rule of thumb to follow, at least when I struggle. That's something I do. A different good rule of thumb is if you really want to play it safe, get 2 to 3 attacks and then back the fuck off. Alright, remember this is our little shortcut right here, so we can come down through here, get some food souls. Alright, we're going to kind of run along the left-hand path. We're going to skip through. Done there, so overshoot. Okay. Thought process, maybe this item will be easier to reach from the other side. Alright, now that we're down here, I just wanted that shiny. Let's see if there are any other shinies. I actually do want to be down here in the sewer, and we're going to continue on towards Gascoigne and unlocking a few other weapons. we shoot them, they fall down. Alright, now here is the piggy. If you've been following along, you've been going in the same direction. See this big hole from the shadow. When it charges, you want to run to the other side of it. And then you want to charge attack it in the butt and hit it with an R1. It's going to be the easiest way to deal with this bastard. Also, fun fact, if you're able to full charge attack just about anything in the back, you will get them to kind of stagger and you can get a free pistol. Right here is going to be our cold blood, and there should be a hunter badge somewhere here. Yep, saw a hunter badge right in this room right here. What we're going to do is we're going to move forward and we're going to take a left. Just going to slide up here. Alright, now it drops us right here. We're gonna let that dude do that, and we're just gonna fucking run. Now, if we're lucky, we'll even get some of the souls from the defeated enemies that boulder takes out. Whether there are some alive or not, that's not really our focus. We want to run down here as fast as we can, and to your right, as soon as you come up that ladder, you are going to see an elevator. You want to take that elevator. That's going to be our shortcut. Alright, now, once we come through this ladder, we're going to want to go straight forward, and you should recognize the area we are at. We are running for our grids. Now, I would fight those guys, but I got about 4,759 souls on me. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. Alright, and we collected some upgrade materials. We're going to want to pop into the dream real quick. Now, here, I would highly suggest you buy yourself some oil pots and some fire pots. I usually just go with the fire pots. You don't even have to go oil if you want to, but oil is going to boost the amount of damage that this does. But this boss that we are coming up to is weak to fire, so I would go ahead and slap him with that fire. You also do want to be repairing your weapons regularly. Sadly, durability is a thing in this game for your weapons. I know, it sucks. Alright, now for here, you just press down on the D-pad. We can buy 25 of those bad boys. You want those. Alright? Gonna go down here, put this. Switch this with this. I'm gonna take that. Yep. That should be how our setup looks for right now. If we hit down on the D-pad, we can kind of switch between. We're gonna use up some of our cold blood that we got. See if we can buy. I don't have oil pots unlocked here, actually. Wow, that's odd. Okay. Alright, we're gonna buy some of you. Brings us up to like 30, I think. Now, we're gonna go tackle gas coin. Make sure your bullets are freshened up. Make sure you have some heals. Dude hits like a fucking truck. Thankfully, though, now we have our shortcut unlocked, so even if we die to him, the run back is relatively smooth. Now, the biggest thing that you're going to struggle with is going to be your stats. I usually suggest here, like I said, have your health feel something comfortable until you can, like, take on that axe executioner down there, or that executioner grunt down there, you know, until you can take him head on. Once your health and your stamina is good enough to take him head on, you just want to focus on either skill or strength, usually, unless you're doing like a special build, but for your first time, that's going to be the most. Alright, sorry for that. Whenever they do that jump attack, feel free to shoot them in the fucking face, alright? That's why you have a gun, you will get that parry. Now, if we press up on the D-pad, you'll see my health went down. And I got some bullets. Press triangle, you can heal again. These are your blood bullets. This is why I would suggest eventually you'll get the ability for runes that up how many bullets you can carry or how many blood vials. I always say just go into blood vials. Because you can still get your 5 bullets, and that's really how much one of those runes is going to give you a max. You know what? That is a great point. Just remember, Bloodborne is all about your Second Amendment rights. This is why we level Bloodtinge. Now, you're going to run forward, but you're going to kind of want to stay to... Okay, let's go past these guys. smack him. It should hit all those guys back there. That's beautiful. Now, if you fuck up there, I mean, it's understandable, right? It took me a while to get used to doing that. But you see that it is possible to just run by them and let the big flaming ball take them out. Alright? Now, before we hop into this boss room, please remember that it's gas coin, right? So we can use this little fancy music box here 3 times, and then it'll send him straight into a second phase. We want to be careful how much we use that. Ooh, these guys hit that. Ooh, you guys are ganging up, aren't you? Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Are you kidding me? Game of the year, folks. Anyway, now you get to see me do the run again. Let's try that again. Now, if you are watching a stream for this game and you are playing this game, I'm going to assume you're an adult. I am of the strong opinion that adults should be playing this shit. Probably not some kid. You're going to end up with some mental issues unless you already had them. You probably already had them, but still, you don't need any extra, right? But I would hardly argue that this is going to be something that is a game that should be played for adults. On top of that, yeah, that's actually all I really have to say. Dude. All right, let's go up in here. Now we don't want to use the fire yet. He's not weak to it yet. He's gonna weak to it. He's gonna be weak to it in his second phase. For here, what we want to do is we could gimp him behind some gravestones. I might decide to use that strat, and you might see me. Um, but I'm not gonna explain how to do that. I feel like part of the fun of figuring out how to do that is, testing yourself. But I would say good strategies against him is parries and just, he's really going to test you on the basics that you've learned up until this point.
Beasts all over the shop. You...
And that, kids, is how you do it. Let's go ahead. Let's jump down here.
Welcome home, good. What is it you... Very well, let me...
I just like the game. Got that pimp style.
Welcome home. What is... Very well, let me...
Now here, want to go back to Central Yarnum, and there's someone we want to talk to. So here, we want to talk to this guy, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to give us an item. Feeding gas coin, I believe. Oh no. Looks like we have to go a little further. It's the area we get to after. My mistake.
very good. He's had waiting for it, but he won't yarn him. But tell him he'll be spread.
Now we want to go ahead and we want to go back and talk to that guy at the gate again.
I made no use of it. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate. I can even...
Now we have a flamethrower. Nope. I believe this scales mostly with arcane. Yes, it does. So if you're running an arcane build, eventually I will be running a strength and arcane build. This is going to be one of your bread and butters in terms of firearms. Yeah. Go back. At a later date, we'll go ahead and we'll gather up those people and send them to the Oiden Chapel. But as for right now, we'll just continue. It's not our goal. Now, it is very important to go less trodden path. Remember, we want to take this left right here, as this is going to take us to our next target, blood-starved beast. This is the most important part of this run. Side here. Kind of put that wall to avoid the initial gunshot. Free to take on a bullet dudes. Now we're gonna go through this door. Down here, we're gonna meet someone who's gonna give us a fire paper.
You're a... I knew it. Oh, protege. So, why not? Oh, take this. Beast hunt.
Now we're gonna pull this lever. You're gonna notice that thing down there open. We just want to run on down. Just continue on down the steps. Fun fact, all beasts are weak to fire. We're gonna head on down. Take this ladder so you don't take fall damage. But we did just see a ghost just full send it. I guess you can. We are going to take this with a lamp. Now, do be aware, we're going to go through this door right here, but once we go through this door, there's going to be a guy with a turret who shoots at us. So we are going to have to run. I do go ahead and recommend that if you have trouble following me, kind of watch a few times, see if you can memorize the path ahead of time. Because it is going to be a very fast run that we are going to need to make. But we are coming up on the boss that we have been saving some of these extra blood cocktails for. Here we're going to return. Though I like the game and I like to use it, for this one specifically, I like using one of the starter weapons called the Saw Cleaver. That's why we went the specific way we did to Gascoigne, not just to open up, his route to begin with. I believe there's another way over to him, but we really wanted to get that that Saw Hunter badge. It gives us access to all of the starter weapons, and here we have the Saw Cleaver. Saw Cleaver is arguably one of the better weapons in the game, actually. You can take it all the way throughout the game if you want to, and you can even make it scale off Arcane. We have 2, we don't have 3. Now here, we're going to go to this door here, purchase item, and you can see that we have, first, a boss's uniform, right? We get different stuff every time we kill a boss in this little shop right here. And then we have this stuff here. This is going to use your insight. I like playing at low insight at the start of the game, because if you hit a certain amount of insight, creatures will gain new moves and new attacks, and that can be a little hard to deal with.
Very well.
Now here, and we're going to go ahead, I'm going to sell some items that I've collected. You can keep these items if you'd like, but these are not items that I have a particular interest in. And they net us some levels before we go down and do what we're about to do. Now, we also picked up the Workshop Hunter tool. This allows us to do some blood gem fortification. Got that right there now open. Select one of these. I'm going to put this one up here because it will boost our rally potential. That's going to be helpful. Gun and all that stuff is not upgraded yet. We don't have the tools for it yet. But there's going to be some special goodies in the area that we're heading to. We're going to go to the old Yarnum site of grace. I just call that site of grace. My bad, y'all. I've been playing a little bit too much Elden Ring. When I played Elden Ring, it called them bonfires. Jesus Christ. This is my first time trying to do like a Let's Play stream, like actually like regimented. But I do hope that it's helpful to someone out there. Right. We're going to... This town is abandoned. Open door. We're gonna hear Dirge. Now, before we do any of that, we're gonna head over here. Hit this thing. Collect the bloodstone shards. And that one right there. Now, I will go ahead and tell y'all, I am going to go about getting rid of this Dersha guy. He can give you some stuff. He has like a little quest line, but I'm not worried about that necessarily. I lost you.
You there? Hunter!
Alright, now we run.
Turn back
Take the
at
exact
once.
path I do.
Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to be. You are a skilled hunter. Adept. Merciless. Half cut with blood. As the best hunters are.
We're gonna hide back here and let everyone go back to their respective fucking areas. I didn't know he'd follow me! Alright, so we got a specific area we trying to go. Try to get in here. It's not open from this side. Here. I will fight you if I must. I don't want to. Shit. Oh, here it is. The ladder we needed to take. Ah! Eee! Now, if we go up this ladder here, like I said, I'm gonna kill that bastard Deja. That got just the thing that did. Actually, I should heal first. And he's dead. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna close out the game. We're gonna load back in. And this right here is going to allow us to pick up his badge if he fell. You can also try to just bully him off the side, period. But I wanted to fight him. And now we don't have to worry about anyone shooting us. Yay. Alright, so we also got the Powder Keg Hunter badge, which allows us to buy a bunch of weapons like the one he was using, if we wanted to use it. Yeah. So now we don't have to worry about a guy with a turret. Alright. Now, since we're down here, we want to continue this way. We'll come back up here later, because there is some stuff to grab. But that way there's not a guy with the turret. Now, here my main goal is to run down and open up a shortcut. As you can see, I'm just running for it. There's something we can do up here. Oh, you guys are beasts. Looks like we did not win that battle. On the bright side, now we can start off at the front of this level. This level is really good for gathering souls. It's a great farming spot, actually, if you did not want to go about using the dungeon I'm going to be showing everyone. And you wanted to do things natively. You don't have to worry. Some dude just beating you because he can. Two bloodstone shards there. So what we're gonna do is then we can kill the guys down to maybe I want to try to shoot this guy. But the extra level. Gotta go back, upgrade my weapon again.